Here's what they said. They said, advantages for Edward. He has a great car. If you marry Edward, you're likely to have a very long life, depending upon a couple of other situations. He's from a very good family. He's handsome. He's incredibly rich. He's well educated. He's been to high school for about 70 years. So he's learned a lot. If you stay with Edward, you're going to get to travel a lot. There are some disadvantages. There's this tiny little quirk that Edward has. He's a vampire. And as a result of that, there are a couple of things that might get in the way of living happily for the rest of your life. Students said that Edward could be a danger to Bella because he tends to do this drinking blood kind of thing. So that could be an issue. Some students said he's sort of nerdy. I can't judge that, but that's what they said. He has abandoned Bella in the past. Now, he did it for her own good. Nevertheless, he just left, disappeared, didn't communicate with her for months. And that can be a little annoying if you're married to some guy who just takes off and doesn't talk to you for a long time. He also, as a vampire, he's got this silly little characteristic that if he's out in the sun for very long, he tends to glow gold. That tends to draw people's attention. Scientific evidence has proven that vampires are 2 degrees colder in terms of body temperature than regular human beings. So he tends to be a little chilly. He has no tan whatsoever. And if Bella marries Edward, she's going to have to abandon her family. She'll never be able to see them again. So when we look at the advantages and disadvantages here, Edward has some tremendous advantages, but he also has some obvious disadvantages. All right, now let's talk about Jacob. This is what I was told. He's absolutely head over heels in love with Bella. Bella is the sun and the moon and the stars. Bella's father very much approves of Jacob. He'd be delighted if they got married. He's a hunk. He's also, I think I may have told you, maybe I didn't. He also has this, this little idiosyncrasy. He's a shapeshifter who normally takes the shape of a wolf. So he's very close to a werewolf. What that means, and this Bella sees as an advantage, is that scientific research has proven that werewolves have a body temperature 2 degrees higher than human beings, which means that he's always warm. And, that seems to be a fairly good thing. He's got a great tan. He's into motorcycles, as is Bella. And so they can ride their motorcycles all around together. And if she marries Jacob, she's going to be able to stay home and keep in touch with her family all the time. So that's all good. Now, what are the disadvantages? She sort of sees him as a little brother. I mean, he's a great guy, but she's known him since he was 3. He can be a danger to those around him if he loses his temper. Werewolves have been known to scar and scratch people, even people they love. So that's an issue also. He has abandoned Bella. He's moody. Bella would probably, he's a little bit more needy than Edward. And maybe most important, because he's a werewolf with big shaggy fur, he really smells bad when he's wet. And it rains a lot in Washington. So he's likely to be pretty smelly a lot of the time. So now we ask the students, all right, vote. And I'm not going to give the end of the story away, but I'll tell you most students, most classes, vote for Jacob. So we take Jacob, and where does he go? Into the choice pocket. So Jacob is the alternative that was chosen. He's the choice. And we'll put Bella down there too. So because the students told us that Bella should choose Jacob, we'll put them two together in the choice pocket, put both of them there. Now, what was the cost of the choice? We didn't mention money at all. There was no money involved. Well, we did say that Edward's pretty rich. But that's really not the issue, is it? What did Bella give up when she chose Jacob? The opportunity cost of her choice, the opportunity that she gave up in choosing Jacob was Edward. And so once again, it's very clear that for every choice, there is a cost. All right, let's take one more.